The little breadcrumbs we're given in this episode are absolutely fantastic. Now you might sit here and go, not much happened. But that's because you have to pay a little bit closer attention. So when we zoom in and look a little bit closer and slow down, we get to see the beauty of episode 4 of season 1 of Andor. Let's hop in.
So what I'm asking is this. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real than carve off useless pieces till there's nothing left? I didn't risk my ass for the Starpath unit. I came for you.
Oh, what a good conversation. What are you going to do, Cassian?
What's the offer?
5 days.
He's thinking now.
Big stakes, big danger.
What would we be stealing?
The quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
The quarterly payroll. He's thinking now. That's a lot. That's a lot. Enter Deirdre. I wasn't sure how I felt about her the first time I saw this, but she grew on me. I really enjoyed this character.
With the next quarter's detention estimates expected to increase across the Rylos sector.
That mining has resumed on the occupied land.
Storage issues with the displaced?
Ongoing.
As is your unfinished memorandum of recommendations regarding the problem.
My staff is awaiting an assessment from Avala 6's ministerial director.
Because they've done such an excellent job so far.
I would not want to
What
be
do
in
we
this
do
staff
here?
meeting.
So-
I would be
What is our
crapping my
purpose?
pants.
An illusion. You want security? Call the Navy. Launch a regiment of troopers. We are health care providers. We treat sickness. We identify symptoms. We locate germs.
We're healthcare providers.
Corporate security.
Is that awesome?
Still in
There's
charge.
an increase in construction shipments going to Scarif, sir.
And just that one line, Scarif. We know what's going to happen on Scarif. If you've watched Rogue One, you know where that's going. Again, just giving us the breadcrumbs. Giving us the breadcrumbs. I love it. Again, this 4th episode is a setup episode. We got the climax and the payoff in episode 3 of Andor escaping with Luthen, and now we're getting the build-up to this Aldani
Oh, Val.
heist.
We almost didn't get the message.
I'm glad you made it.
They
Here's
started
Val.
patrolling the Old Stone Valley. It's a full day getting out here now.
I like hearing that. The vigilance. I count on your discipline.
Obviously something's wrong.
No.
Ineptitude and total disengagement for this farce to have reached the full apex of incredulous disaster. Seriously? My files are filled with corporate security fiascos, but this takes the prize.
And you, Deputy Inspector Khan.
Proud, are we? Take solace in this. You will not be replaced. You've rung the final bell on corporate independence. As of this morning, the Milana system is under permanent Imperial authority.
Oh boy.
Congratulations on that.
The grip tightens. The grip tightens. It's not corporate. They're not going to be hiring it out anymore. Here come the stormtroopers. This is how rebellion begins.
Your arm's something I need to worry about.
No.
They won't be back today.
1 local and 4 Primor security employees. They've misspelt Ferrex.
Where is my Starpath unit?
They misspelled Ferrex.
Where are you? You said it in the meeting. It's got to be here.
Bureaucracy of trying to get jurisdiction. It's the infighting that would cause the Empire to fall. It's great.
Orbiting Coruscant.
And now back to Coruscant.
Landing protocol 037.
Protocol 037.
We've always known we were short a man.
Can I speak with you?
Let's get Clem settled in.
Good to have you, Clem. We'll take all the help we can get.
Cinta, feed him, and then take a look at his arm.
Vel.
The posts on the corral are down again. Now, unless you two want to be chasing animals all day, I'd get out there now. Okay? Let's get to it. We'll work Clem into the program at drill.
She runs a tight ship. And again, one of the things I really appreciated in Andor was the way that they presented these strong female characters. They weren't in your face. They weren't like to make a point. They just were part of the story and really done well. I think Tony Gilroy could give some pointers to the way that some others have written scripts in the Star Wars universe. Headed home, with his tail between his legs. We're about to meet his mom. And we'll have a pretty good idea of why Cyril Karn is the way that he is. Just beautiful shot. Just the architecture. It feels sterile. It feels imperial. Hey, if you do me a favor, if you're enjoying this so far, I'm enjoying rewatching Andor, and if you're enjoying watching it with me, hit that like button. Let me know down below. Here she is.
Mother.
The slap, then the hug. Oh my word. Just so messed up.
What are you staring at?
You just smacked him in the face. What do you think she's staring at? Oh.
Why don't you take this on loan?
May I?
If your husband doesn't love it, I'll be glad to take it back. It's a daring choice, but I trust you'll have the courage to turn back. It should be a bit much.
I appreciate that. You'll be here?
Well, if not, Clea can always reach me. Clea, can we have this wrapped for the senator?
So Mon Mothma is the one helping provide the funds to make this all happen. It's a great touch, a great little tidbit. Because that's always the question, right? How did the rebels fund this rebellion? It's expensive. It's expensive. And off she goes.
Clem, this is Lieutenant Gorn. He's our contact at the garrison.
Wounded, on top of it.
On top of what?
On top of being someone I've never met who suddenly got my neck in their hands.
I know the feeling.
Are we done?
Who is he?
He's Clem. He's here. That's all that matters.
Look, we're wasting daylight. Let's get on with it.
He's Clem,
Good night,
and
guys.
he's here. She's doing her best. Vel is doing her
With all the
best.
patrols on Stone Canyon.
There's rumor you bought me a present.
It's going back.
Must everything be boring and sad?
He just wants to have some fun. I don't
Arctic
blame
Ammo,
him.
The Valley of Caves. The Sacred Valley. Now is. Are you in all the way?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
That's the Rono freighter specs and the console layout. You get done with that? That's a detailed map of the garrison.
Time to study.
That's an Aldani phrase book.
I'll take the first watch.
Oh boy. He's got some homework to do. He's deciding, is he all in? That's the question. That question is going to be what determines the rest of the show. Cassian Andor, are you all in? So some might call this episode a filler episode, that nothing really happened. There was no action. But what we've been talking about, as we've seen in the first 3 episodes, we're seeing the beginning of the setup, building to the payoff of the heist. That's what we know is going to happen. We've already been told that. We've been given that hook, so we want to keep watching to see if this suicide mission is actually going to work. Over the next few episodes, we're going to see Cassian Andor kind of adopt and move into this role of being a part of this team. He wasn't accepted. He's put on the outside. Luthen had told him that that's what's going to happen. But this is nothing new for Andor. This has been his life. He's always been an outsider. He's always been someone who knew he didn't belong where he is. And so when we get this opportunity to see him become part of a team, it changes him. Something in him is going to change over these next few episodes. It's not going to be the thing that breaks him, though. That's not coming till Narkina 5. But we see as this builds, this heist for Aldani, we're seeing all of these new characters be brought in. Mon Mothma, Deirdre, you're seeing Vel and Cintas and the rest of the crew. But particularly, we're meeting a bunch of these strong female characters in the Andor universe, well, in the Star Wars universe, but in the Andor show, that are absolutely fantastic. The way they're written, the way that they have to struggle, the things that they go through, it's not overstated. It's not ballooned into the entire show, but it definitely plays out in the way that Mon Mothma and Deirdre and all these characters have to go about what they're doing. They're fighting the system in many ways. And to be honest, that is a reality for many, that equality isn't really a thing always, and it definitely has not been throughout history. So I think that's a fair commentary, while not yet becoming the main thing about the show or the main thing about those characters. They're just great characters. Deirdre's desire to do the right thing and to fight for the right thing, in her mind, is really interesting, and it's going to play out as we get to the end of the season. But that's just my thoughts. Those are some of the things I pulled from the episode that I really enjoyed. Now it's your turn to take to the comments below. What did you enjoy? Now it's your turn. But those are just some of my thoughts, what I enjoyed about the episode. Now it's time to take to the comments. Let me know down below what you enjoyed about this 4th episode, and I will see you on the next one. Remember, the Force will be with you always.